Hey Cowpoke, want to learn how to talk big while holding jack squat? Then stick around, partner, because today's episode we're going to be talking about the basics of bluffing. Hey Internet, it's your old friend Dominic here with AmericanCasinoGuide.com. Before I dive right into the good stuff, go ahead and hit that little old subscribe button. If you weren't bluffing about being a real fan, then smash that like button while you're at it. Now, the most important thing to think about when bluffing is knowing when and where to do it.
When and where?
You can bluff from any position, but not all positions are alike. For example, if you bluff early, you may get an unwanted call from a player who has yet to reveal their intention to play the hand.
Bluff called.
That's why the best place to be is in late position or on the button. From there, you can get to see what everyone is doing and take your action last and accordingly. There are 4 tells that can help you identify if anyone is showing interest in a hand. Is anyone betting aggressively? Did someone change their body language? Is someone raising more than the blind bet? Is everyone just checking after the flop? Knowing if someone is keen to stick around is a necessity for calculating your next move. If nobody makes a move, acting like you have a good hand by betting on the flop and then following this up with a strong turn continuation bet can shake out most of the players, even those holding something potentially better than yours.
Good bluff.
This kind of aggressive play can have a real good chance of you taking the hand without having to go to a showdown, which of course is an excellent result. Now, how big does a bet need to be to shake out the suckers? Well, your wager amount needs to be based on the number of potential callers and their perceived play versus their likelihood to fold percentage. When there's just one opponent, anything around half the pot should be sufficient. But if betting into 2 or 3 opponents, you will normally require a bet equal to at least 2/3 or even the full value of the pot to convey any real aggression. This is why I recommend a pot-sized bet or larger in this type of situation. A bet of this size is big enough to not appear weak and manageable, but small enough that you're hopefully not staking everything on a single hand. Hey, want to learn more tips and tricks about poker? Visit our website, AmericanCasinoGuide.com, where we've listed useful information and casino offers for you to try out. But what happens if someone else wants to spoil the party and take down the hand for themselves? The first thing that you're going to need to assess is your opponent's plausible holdings from the community cards dealt, combined with the aggression of their betting actions.
All in.
Also, factor in your own hand's relative strength and ask yourself, is it strong enough to stand up against continued aggression? Then balance the chance of your opponent remaining in the hand versus the likelihood of them bluffing. Next up, ask yourself how invested you are in this hand because things are about to get dicey. And finally, be in a position and believe in your hand. When pushing back and trying to get other players off a hand, you need to show a level of confidence to make it seem believable.
Look confident, yeah.
In other words, the story has to make sense. If you're running a stone cold bluff and the story simply doesn't add up, the whole thing is likely to fall apart, and a good player will easily sniff this out.
Now watch your money disappear.
Don't make out like you have a monster when the community cards say otherwise. Also, be sure to employ the right body language to throw others off the scent and convince them you really do hold a winning hand. Ultimately, remember, you are playing a mind game rooted in statistical probability. Use this probability as a weapon to convince someone you have a big hand and let your chips do the talking. So now you should be ready to bluff. Don't forget to clickety-clack that like button, pound that big red subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring-a-ding-ding that notification bell. My name is Dominic, wishing you luck and reminding you as always, play responsibly.